Leadership, the basics. This is just a video to help you understand what are your basic leadership skills. Often when I'm coaching individuals in small business, I want them to understand what skills do they have, what tool belt do they go to when they've got a problem or when they're trying to come up with a solution. So I want you to look at this. It's a quick video, so it's not going to take very long, just to think about what skills you've got. What is leadership? The art of influencing and motivating people to achieve outcomes. Empowering individuals to take ownership of their roles and tasks to achieve goals. That is what leadership is. Qualities of an effective leader. Okay, I want you to get a pen and paper and think about what are the qualities of effective leadership do you have. Excellent communicator, good at managing people, fair, approachable, creates a vision, decisive, trustworthy, ethical, emotionally intelligent, supportive, empowering, patient, accepting, honest, confident, enthusiastic, organized, focused on improvement, motivated, reliable, growth mindset, gives positive and negative feedback, assertive, team player, flexible, respectful, adaptable. Now you may think, I've got all those. You may not. It'd be interesting to ask your team or even get them to give a bit of a confidential self-assessment on what they believe you have. You can do that through SurveyMonkey. If you don't know how to do that, just inbox me and I'll show you. But it's a really good way to get a confidential survey done and some feedback. So what effective leadership styles do you have? Because leadership has shifted. It's changed in the last 10 years, 5 years. And I've seen it in multiple organizations and small businesses that I'm working with. The role of a manager shifted from that directive cop/controller to a supportive, enabling coach/facilitator/leader. Because in organizations, we really have to empower the human being that we're working with. And I think it's been a big shift with generation X and Y and Z, because we're different. We're different to the baby boomers of years gone by. So I always look at it from this point of view. You've got thermostat versus thermometer. What is a thermostat? Well, you can turn up the heat, okay? You can turn up the pressure. You can really drive down and make sure, it's the stick versus the carrot, if you haven't heard that term before. The carrot's out in front and you've got the stick at the back. Yeah, you can turn up that pressure, and performance improvement is important in getting the best out of people. But from my experience, if you just turn up the heat and become aggressive, assertive, whatever it may be, you're not always going to get the best result. Whereas the thermometer is the approach or the philosophy of testing the temperature. Where are your team at? What temperature have you currently got? If you think about 100 as, they're really running red hot, they're doing exceptionally well, to 0 or -0, they're running cold. What's the temperature check of your team? And there's plenty of different surveys out there. If you Google pulse surveys, team surveys, there's just simple ones. And I mentioned SurveyMonkey before. You can actually go and just create a little 5, maybe 6, 7 questionnaire to just get the pulse of your team. Check the temperature of your team. Are they running hot or are they running cold? Developing your leadership skills. So as I said, take a blank bit of paper, identify what skills are required to be an effective leader. Think about your business and think about the goals of your business and think about where it's heading. Do an assessment of your current skill level using 360 feedback, as I just discussed, plus a self-assessment. There's plenty of tools in the marketplace to understand what skills you've got. And through the Scale and Sale program, there's lots of different skills I'll give you. And through my one-on-one coaching program, I'll challenge you around emotional intelligence. I'll challenge you around DISC, which is around driving, influencing, steadiness, compliance. So understand your behavioral styles. There's those assessments, and the other one was the high 5 assessments around your strengths. So you can grow your awareness, and self-awareness is key. Identify what skills you need to develop. Really important, because I'm always evolving, you're always evolving, we're growing as human beings. One of the videos that I love is that Coach, Mentor, Manage video, because I really want you to develop some great skills and identify your strategies to develop these skills, because I think that's really important. Because you can learn something, but how do you then take that learning and implement it in your day-to-day? really important, because once you understand that you've got a skill and now it's a way of helping your business grow and develop, you can now use that with your people. Commitment is an essential precursor. You've got to be committed to change. Change just doesn't happen by chance. Changing you to be the best leader you are. Now, you may rate yourself 7, 8, 9 as a leader. Let's just check the pulse on where your team's at in thinking, what sort of leader are you? Okay, so thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.